is Team Acer. BKB on the Diablo for I don't know how many games in a row. Nasty has played Jaina every single game. Surprised he's not getting bored of that one. Drakkar on the Rhaegar. Sheep on the Tasta this time. And it's actually Zypher playing the Zagara here. So they're actually mixing things up a bit. Usually you'd see Sheep on the Zagara instead. And they're going to go for a 5-man start towards this top lane. But on the right hand side we have Splendor playing the Uther. Cilium on the Illidan. Breeze on the Arthas. Eternal on Valor, and in the mid lane it is going to be Schwimpy on the Tyrande. And it looks like we're actually going to see some level 1 action here. Or we might not, as BKB is actually looking to grab control of this bush. As is Zypher, calling down his roaches. As now we're going back to the standard 4-man push out of mid, rotate down to bottom and take it from there. The blizzard being used there to clear the wave. As of course we might see Breeze try and grab someone here. No, he's just going to fall back from that one. So we have Howling Blast being cooldown reduced by 3 seconds, and wow. We're actually going to see them rotate up towards this top lane to try and kill Zypher. But Zypher sees this one coming because of the creep on the map. And Arthas is going to clear that one quite happily. Eternal, on the other hand, has to vault away from the mid lane for now. Gets forced away by BKB. Dancing with death as well as Eternal. So they're now going to clear out this mid lane. They've left Splendor, down in the bot lane to clear out that and try and push that one back. As Drakkar does get control of that bot shrine. 3 men in this mid lane. Splendor has no need to be in the bot lane except to try and reclaim the shrine. The Lunar Flare is going to miss, and we might see BKB go back into this one. Flips Breeze into his team, followed by the headbutt, but Breeze is getting 2 heals on him from the 2 supports. The Howling Blast is going to hit onto Drakkar, and they actually do quite a bit of damage down onto him, but nothing too serious. As we now see Team Tomorrow Big grab both shrines, and they could maybe even sneak a Dragon Knight here, but Splendor doesn't want to give his life for it. The Sheep was in the mid lane to try and delay it. It was a bit of a high risk there, as I miss first blood. That's Zagara falling down. Breeze went up and ganked there to help Cilium, but we actually see Schwimpy in this mid lane. Going to try and land a Lunar Flare, but Tasta's going to get out of that one using his Dimensional Shift. But they're setting up for yet another gank here. BKB, who's he going to go on to? It's going to be Breeze trying to get some damage down. But now Cilium's in here. BKB, this has turned sour for him. Double healing ward. Someone let Team Tomorrow Big know. Acer know they don't stack, sorry. And that's going to be a kill here. Splendor actually looking to get up in this action as well. Really nice pick there. 2 for 0 now in favour of Team Tomorrow Big. Really showing us why they are here and why they are big. Illidan as well in this top lane. Well, he did roam down. He lost quite a bit of XP, but there is still some waiting for him. As Zagara reclaims top shrine for herself. Schwimpy did come up, got the health globe, and gonna go back down to mid lane. Bot lane BKB is taking this one back, so Team Tomorrow Big doing the right thing here, turning their attention to the mid lane, because that is going to be where the Dragon Knight comes in. But Cilium will in fact take this top shrine, and Zagara is going to fall as well. Sorry I missed that one, taking a sip of water.
We are blessed by the light.
As Breeze is actually going deep again here onto BKB. Nasty's here. I'm surprised he didn't go for the snare onto Nasty instead. It's going to be a 4 versus 4 should they go for it, but they are not. Going to look towards grabbing this Dragon Knight as Splendor again all by himself in this bot lane. He's going to try taking this one. Breeze getting interrupted. Goes for it again, but of course when you have Nasty on Jaina, Sheep on the Tasta, it's going to be extremely hard for you to get a full channel of a Dragon Knight off. Splendor, he's really not doing too much down in this bot lane. He's just pushing back the wave, keeping control of the Dragon Shrine. That's about it. Whereas the mid lane, they're trying to find something here, but both teams are just happy with keeping it pretty even. Zagara dying again. I keep missing these. I really do apologise. Breeze roaming up for that one. Zypher is essentially a sitting duck here. As back down in this bot lane, it's a tri-lane now essentially. Coming out of Team Acer, BKB, Nasty and Draka trying to out-push the Splendor on Uther. Eternal and Schwimpy are down here. Quick look at the talents while we can. Usually in NA we certainly didn't see Schwimpy getting headbutted like that. They are going to stun up BKB. Schwimpy dodging out quite a bit of damage but should get taken down. And there he goes, as does Jaina though, as they now turn their attention to BKB. Splendor is here, he's going to stun up BKB. Illidan going in as well, getting a ton of damage going down here. And that's a 2-for-1 trade. Team Tomorrow Big looking very, very strong here tonight. And the build we saw coming out over on North America was, it was the Frostmourne at 1, 4 and 7. But instead we're seeing a pretty standard old style of Arthur's come out for Team Tomorrow Big, where you take Rune Tap and just sustain yourself so much. As now they have both shrines under their control. Sheep having to use his get out of jail free card there, but Schwimpy's going to get the first Dragon Knight of the game. 5 minutes 37 in. And they're going to be pushing down these towers. And how much XP are they going to get? Well, 2 towers for definite. Nasty is coming round though, as is Zypher. That's 1 tower down, looking to get a second hit. And here are the heroics. What are we going to see? Are we going to see Syndragosa? We are going to see Divine Storm instead of Shield. Metamorphosis, of course. Starfall. What is there to interrupt a strafe? Not too much. Essentially just a Diablo. So we're going to see that, and we're going to see Syndragosa come out. I really, really like this pick. Of course, Army of the Dead, it does give you a lot more sustain, but going up against so much AoE damage in the Tassadar, in the Jaina, your ghouls will die oh so quickly. So having this Syndragosa, A, increases your siege potential, as if having a Dragon Knight here just wasn't enough. B, increases your chase potential of an Illidan. And C, just means that the rest of the team can follow up. It gives you more chance of getting an awesome Divine Storm come out, and a good strafe as well. It's going to hit more targets. As Acer are looking to try and get their hands on their own easy camp. They're not level 10 just yet. BKB getting demounted here. Eternal doing his thing, just poking away. They've now hit level 10. Pretty standard talents. Apocalypse, more of course. Twilight Arc, well, Standard Archon, Water Elemental, and Ancestral. They're going to grab this easy camp, but are they going to be able to take it? I'm not too sure about this one. Zypher could get a great more off here. Cillium is going to be the first man in. Syndragosa in such a small space. 4-man more though. This is going to be a great Apocalypse when it comes out. Look at that. That is just so much destruction right there. Divine Storm is going to stop them coming in, as now Breeze gets taken down, and that's exactly what Acer needed. And well, Team Tomorrow Big, if they were watching Acer's previous games, they certainly weren't watching hard enough. They hit level 10 more into Apocalypse. 4 men nonetheless. And that's exactly what Ace needed to get themselves back into the game. They didn't even use the Ancestral, and Valor didn't even get a chance to use Strafe there, as now Team Acer turn their attention to this bot lane hard camp. What are they going to be able to do here with it? They're going to push out bot lane just after taking the enemy siege camp. Shrines are up as well. This essentially gives them full control of the bot lane shrine, whereas we might see Schwimpy take his own control of top, joined by Cillium now. Acer now going back to their own hard camp here, because this one's just spawned. They're just gaining as much map pressure as they can, coming off the back of a team fight win. But now the shrines are up. They've lost control of bot lane. They're going to have to go for top and use the hard camp to their advantage. Schwimpy is just going to go and destroy this fountain. It won't give them any XP, but it will just mean that should they take a fight in this bot lane, that Team Acer can't sustain themselves up so quickly. In fact, they're going to go start base racing, and they kind of have the upper hand here. Yes, there are only 4 members, but as are Acer in this top lane. Acer have Jaina, Tassadar and Zagara though. But down in this bot lane, we've got a Tyrande Hunter's Mark and a multi-shot Valor. And they've already taken down the fort, and Acer have done just the same. In fact, Acer are backing away from this one. They want to base and try and defend this keep, because look at this. 2 towers now go down in the favour of Team Tomorrow Big. And now they're going to go start clearing this creep out, denying the vision away from Team Acer. Illidan taking the top shrine. They need to take this bot shrine back, and that's what BKB is doing. They won't be able to channel a Dragon Knight in time, I don't think, as BKB now declines that one, says no to it. And Team Tomorrow Big might have to make their way down. They could either engage now, a level ahead, even on talents, or they could just hold out a little bit and wait to see what comes out. Whether they can wait out till the 16 and have the level advantage then, or just try and engage now. Uther though, this was something I was questioning. Now that we're seeing the new Uther doesn't so much rely on his ghost form. Seeing a shrink ray instead of sprint, really trying to get rid of the damage coming out of either Jaina, Sheep or Zypher. Once Sheep goes into Archon form, he puts out so much damage, and if you're able to shrink him down, then it will be nullifying that damage coming out, and especially when you combine it with the idea that Archon does splash damage coming out of a more 3, 4, 5 players maybe into an Apocalypse. Tasta just melts the enemy team, as we almost see a bait here coming out. Shrimpy is going to chuck a stun into that one, going to be stopping that in its tracks. Rhaegar in the top lane though could signal and engage from Team Tomorrow Big, but they're deciding against it. They could just push mid and get this fort and then try and deal with the flank of Acer, but instead they're going to rotate back down to bot lane, grab their own easy camp. Acers are up in 2 minutes, so that's not one for contention just yet. They're going to try and get level 16 here before Team Acer are able to, and that's probably the correct thing to do. But Breeze, he's going to get headbutted back here from BKB. Try and retaliate with the snare. It's going to miss. But he's actually taking quite a bit of damage here. Syndragosa is good on top of the Starfall. Zypher slowed, Sheep slowed. They're going to go on to BKB. The Strafe is good. Ancestral healing being used. Cillium, that's a 2-man more here. The Apocalypse will hit them, but it won't hit Illidan, as he's able to metamorphosis out of that one. Breeze now, he's given up his tanking duties, as it's now Cillium who's going to be the tank. Sheep having to use Dimensional Shift to get out of that one. 3, 4-man Divine Storm coming out of Splendor. Really nice from him. That's 2 players dead. Nasty having to sprint away from this one. Eternal is going to get that kill. Sheep going to find the grave as well. Really nice team fight from Team Tomorrow Big. That's what they needed. That was such a great engage there coming out from Breeze, followed by Starfall, the Strafe just dealing so much damage. And then Acer thought they had it in the bag, but no, Cillium's Metamorphosis went so huge. And then the Divine Storm from Splendor, he held on to that one. 4-man, just such a great setup. They get the keep, they can transition towards mid fort if they want. It looks like they're just going to push out mid lane for now, take top shrine back. Illidan's going to solo this bottom hard camp, so that if Acer do come down to the shrine, he's there. He's there ready and waiting to try and stop them. This is what he's going to see. There we go. He's spotted BKB. Is he going to go onto the shrine? No, he didn't get there in time, unfortunately for him. So BKB is going to take this one back. And the rest of the team are going to group towards this mid lane. Hard camp's going to get taken away for both teams. Going to be mirroring each other. And there it is. That is the one going in the favour of Team Tomorrow Big. Ace were a little bit slower on theirs because they sent Draka on towards the top lane to grab the shrine. As now it's going to be about grabbing this this Dragon Knight for Team Ace. They have both shrines. Cillium is in the bot lane. Sheep's there too. So if this was a 4-on-4 engage, both teams would lack damage. In fact, it would be 4-on-3 because we see Rhaegar in the top lane just trying to soak as much XP up for his team as possible. And now we see Cillium go back to this hard camp. He's not spotted on the map, so in Ace's eyes he could be lurking anywhere. The owl grants vision of this area. They're not going to make the same mistake they made for Team Tomorrow Big, where they got wiped down at that easy camp. BKB though, he's spotted on the map. Breeze is going to go into this one, try and take the shrine back for himself. Oracle is used by Tasta, spotting the players. BKB is actually going to escape that one somewhat. Ancestral being forced used on him again. The Maul's only going to hit Cillium, The Syndragosa is good. Zypher and Sheep are very slow in that backline. Splendor is stunned up with Cillium. They're going to try and keep chasing onto this one. Nasty does still have sprint available. And they're going to disengage from this one, but Team Acer only have one heroic available, that's Water Elemental, whereas we see on the side of Team Tomorrow they have three. Two have been used now, just Divine Storm left. That is Diablo down. There was no Ancestral Healing to keep him alive. He can't even use his trait because he didn't have enough souls. That's a 30-second death timer on him. Someone needs to go top, someone needs to go bot, and then someone needs to go mid to get a Dragon Knight here. As now Splendor is in this mid lane alongside Breeze, going to be pushing this lane back, clearing out the creep. We had Cillium go to bot lane, Shrimpy go into top lane. And again, this is something great about EU and these two teams. They're two great mannered teams. They enjoy back and forth banter. Happy to have a bit of fun while playing the game, because essentially that's what it's all about, having fun. Whether you win or lose, you enjoy the game. Speaking of enjoying the game, Drekka might not be. He's going to get stunned up, gets taken down, and this could spell the beginning of the end. Sheep having to escape this one with his dimensional shift. He doesn't have it available. He doesn't have the talent that activates it at level 13, 10% health either. So he had to back away from that one. And here it is, the Dragon Knight. Are they looking to go straight for core here? It looks like they are. 20 seconds left now. Shwimpy with this Dragon Knight, Breeze and co. Going to be barreling down for this one. Cillium we see just auto-attacking walls here so he can get his Metamorphosis off cooldown quicker. Zypher gets hit by the Syndragosa, that's a 2-man more. BKB doing what he can. Valor gets absolutely obliterated there by the Jaina burst damage. Can they do, or are they going to respect the core damage? Cillium now, he has Metamorphosis form, he is in demonic form. Increased attack speed, they need to try and push this one back. Daka getting snared up, and that is going to be the game. Game 1 of this best of 3 going to go over to Team Tomorrow Big in the ESL EU Go4Heroes number 17 grand final. It's going to be a 1-0 lead, and I said that Arthas is going to be great in this team comp, and it was. It just meant that Illidan could keep going down. Easier stuns for Tyrande. Valor was able to get off so many more hits from her strafe, and there it is, 42,000 hero damage coming out from Valor, 110,000 siege damage, and I think she only had one of the two Dragon Knights there as well. Really, really great play from Eternal and Team Tomorrow Big as a team. So guys, we're going to take a very, very short break while we get set up for Game 2. So I shall see you on the other side. Don't go anywhere. That's the key thing. Do not go anywhere. If you are liking the stream, make sure to hit that follow button. Straight after this grand final, I will be hopping over and doing Go4Heroes NA coverage. So if you're like, well, I know the EU meta well enough, but I want to see some NA action, be sure to stay tuned for that one. Be sure to follow as well for whenever I go live, and Twitter as well. It's the same as Twitch, @Hostelot. You can find all social media links in the Twitch description below, as well as YouTube. So guys, see you on the other side while we get this second game set up.